Hey everybody, welcome back for another Memory Keeping Plan With Me video. So this week it's for the first week of April, April 1st through the 7th, and I am using leftovers from Cinderella Paper's Book Cafe kit. I also pulled in a freebie full box that I had from her that was from a totally different kit, but I felt like it matched enough and I needed an extra full box. So I have the scraps of this kit, using up the very last bits I had of this kit. I did have to cut up some of those checklists in order to have enough labels for this week. And then I paired it with Liner Designs and Alicia Craft foil, and I also pulled in an Oh Hey Cat Buns cat sticker. So I have the book overlays from Alicia Craft in gold and the vintage letter underlays in bronze from Liner Designs. So this week, of course, was the first week of April. Nothing too notable happened. We celebrated 9 months having our kitten. My brother was in town very briefly, so I met up with him on Monday because my husband and I both had the day off for Cesar Chavez Day, which is a state holiday here in California. If you work in like the public sector like my husband and I do, you get that day off. It's really on March 31st, but because March 31st was a Sunday, it was observed on April 1st this year. So I met up with my brother for coffee, got way too caffeinated, and then it was anxious the rest of Monday. And then Tuesday didn't do a whole lot other than just like a lot of housekeeping stuff for work. Wednesday, I actually got down to 0 things to grade in my Canvas inbox, which was very exciting. That is usually not my life this time of year. This time last year, I was teaching 4 classes and I was drowning in analytical essays. But this semester, I'm only teaching 2 classes and only one of them has like longer essays really. So I got down to 0 open I was gonna say 0 open orders, like I'm an Etsy shop owner or something. It's the same concept though, like when you log in and you're like, I don't have anything I have to do right now. This is kind of nice. And then Thursday and Friday, it did rain here, so getting a couple of days of rain here and there. I had to do a ton of like mandatory trainings for work that are basically part of my onboarding, and they were supposed to be done within 30 days of me being hired way back in January, but for some reason the system didn't publish them for me until like I think after spring break in March. And HR said it was fine, like just get it done as soon as they're available for you. But I thought it was weird that these are like really important, like Title IX and all these other types of trainings, and they weren't available to me until over halfway through the semester. So I had to spend a ton of time doing those on Thursday because I didn't have anything to grade after Wednesday. I'm like, I better do these now while I have time because I don't want to get in trouble later. And then I was just kind of in like a sad mood this week, not feeling very confident and just feeling really burnt out. My life is not, exciting right now. A lot of it is work and taking care of the kitten. And, I always anticipate work, but I wasn't anticipating Clover's treatment having to go on this long. And so I am pretty burnt out. And, it's hard when there's not anything super exciting going on in your life for months and months and months, and the only excitement is just like, hooray, there's more work to do, there's more chores to do, there's more of this and that to do. So, and I was just feeling really like imperfect and not great. So yeah, I don't know. On Friday after the rain though, Clover was like sitting in the sunlight, and we have kind of like a paned glass on our front door, and the light was refracting into a rainbow, and she was sitting like in the sunshine but also in the rainbow. So I thought that was cute, my little 4-leaf clover at the end of the rainbow. And then it was a really quiet weekend. I mostly stayed home. I did decorate our living room finally, get some things up on the walls. Every room that I get things up on the walls in just feels so much more complete. I feel so accomplished once I have things on the wall in a particular room. So I did that in our living room this weekend because we were going to have people over the next weekend. And then Sunday was really, really chill. Just doing a lot of like laundry and budgeting and all sorts of stuff. I think my husband must have gone to Dungeons and Dragons because we didn't do anything together that day. So yeah, that's the week in a nutshell. Not the most exciting week. It just kind of living our lives, our regular lives week, and trying to combat the sadness in my mind. So fun. So I did have 2 rows of glitter headers from the 2 like full box freebies. So those didn't come with the kit initially, but I threw those in there. I alternated the colors on the top and bottom rows. And then this cherry blossom pink washi is from Oh Hello Co. It didn't stick very well, so I had to use a tape runner on it. This is pretty old, but I thought it matched the kit, and it's also kind of like the end of sakura season in Japan, the cherry blossom season. So I thought April was a good time to use this washi, and of course it matched the kit as well, the pink elements in the kit. I'm not going to do the overlays until the end, but I did pull in the weekend banner that was left over with this kit because I liked the pattern enough. And then I believe we're going to move on to my sidebar. My sidebar is going to be really simple this week. I'm going to have one habit tracker that I pulled in from leftovers from a different kit. That's just going to be for Clover's medication. And then I will pull in a dinners header that also was left over from a different kit, and pull in a weekly checklist, again, left over from a different kit. I believe it was from the Prairie Planner, to write in all of our dinners. My husband made coq au vin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's French. You know, just like a chicken bacon stew. It was really good. The cats were very jealous that we had bacon, though. The cats really want to eat bacon, but we can't give them bacon. And then I'm going to put in a half box and then one of those Oh Hey Cat Buns boxes because I wanted to write in only rainbows after rain, because just reminding myself that it's not always going to be like this, and we do have plenty of exciting things coming up, and we will get through our current state of life soon. So I put in a rainbow I had from Carly Plans, and then in the box with the cat, I'm going to write in that Clover was chattering when she saw her ribbon wand toy, which meant she was just really excited to play, which was really sweet. She didn't really used to chatter that much, and so it was really adorable to see her like chatter and get super amped about seeing her toy. So moving into the day by day, I just decided to put a day off script from Cinderella Paper right over the underlay, because I think that said it all. And then I put in a bill due to mark paying one of my credit cards because it was the first of the month. And then for marking 9 months with Clover, since we adopted Clover, I have this Beneva Creations cat in a box. And then I met up with my brother at a coffee shop, so I'm going to put in a latte Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. We hung out at the coffee shop probably like all morning. He brought me some fresh strawberries he had bought from a farm stand, and unfortunately they went bad really quickly, so I didn't get through all of them, but that was nice of him. He was in town from the East Coast, which is technically where he lives and where he works, but he works remotely, so for the most part, so he was on his way up to Washington, so he stopped in our hometown in the meantime. So it was nice to chat with him. I hadn't seen him since September, I guess. It didn't feel like that long ago, but it was a while ago. With everything going on in my life, like October does not feel that long ago, but I'm like, oh my God, it was almost 7 months ago, which is quite sad. Then I wrote in I was too caffeinated. That blobby is from Oh Hello Co. from a long time ago. And then not the brother I saw this day, but a different one of my brothers, his Instagram got hacked and his Facebook got hacked. So I marked that with a Pink Diamond Planner Co. Instagram sticker. The reason why it mattered was, first of all, whoever hacked it was definitely phishing, or I think it's called like a pig butchering scam. What a horrible name, but there you go. They messaged me and like all my sisters, and it sounded a lot like my brother, I'm not gonna lie. So that was really creepy. Basically asking for money to like bail him out of a situation, and it was creepy. And so I think my brother lost his Instagram and got his Facebook back. But yeah, I went through and changed like all my passwords on all my Instagram accounts because I do have multiple, and I changed my Facebook password and all of that because I'm like, you're not coming for me next. Like, but it was just creepy how like the person almost sounded like the way that my brother writes messages. Not quite, it was a little off, but it was creepy. So yeah, keep an eye out for stuff like that. keep an eye on your passwords and make sure they're strong too. And don't send money to people because they sent you an Instagram message or a text for that matter. Have a conversation with them on the phone first. I think that would be a good idea. Make sure it's really them. So yeah, now I'm behind. We weighed Clover that evening, so I have a scale from Cinderella Paper and a Planahana icon. Yeah, that's what it is, a Planahana icon of a cat. Our cat was almost 3 kilograms or 6.6 pounds this night, so that was exciting. And then I marked watching Tasting History on YouTube with a bagel icon from Beneva Creations, and I played with Clover and slept in our second bedroom with her. So those 2 icons at the end of the day are from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Tuesday, I'm only going to mark 4 things because didn't do a whole lot this day. This took up my whole day somehow. I did laundry. That script is from Magical Sticker Co. I filmed a haul, so that camera is from Plan With Me Stickers. And then I had to grade topic proposals for my students, and so I marked that with an icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I marked watching Tasting History and Mythical Kitchen on YouTube with a good old American pie from Beneva Creations. I don't know why I said it like that, sorry. Wednesday, Clover had the zoomies early in the morning, so I'm gonna mark that with a Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I also worked out. Probably would have been a good idea for me to do that on Monday when I had too much caffeine in my system, but it's fine. We took care of it on Wednesday. That workout script is really old. It's from Oh Hello Co. Then I graded some essays, so I have an icon, a laptop icon from Alicia Craft for that. And this was the day that I got down to nothing needing to be graded, either in Canvas, online. I had no physical papers, like worksheets or anything from my students that I had to grade either. So I'm gonna mark being down to 0 as far as my grading to-do list with a cat on a laptop from Beneva Creations. Now I have things in my inbox again, so, and especially as we're coming to the end of the semester. Then I filmed a whole bunch of videos this day. So I filmed my lineup and my monthly plan with me for April, and then I also filmed a regular memory keeping plan with me, Look at Me Go. So I'm gonna mark that just with a camera from Plan With Me Stickers. And then my Netflix subscription was gonna end because I had canceled it. So it was gonna end this week. So I started rewatching the 2021 season of Great British Bake Off, which is one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna mark that with a Netflix script from the Cinderella Paper kit and a mixer Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Thursday, my husband worked from home, so I'm going to use a really old icon from Oh Hello Co. for that. And I played with the cats this morning because they have been tending to have a lot of energy first thing, and I want to keep them healthy, so I'm going to mark that with a Playtime Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. It did rain this day, so I'm just going to mark that with a tiny cloud weather icon from Planahana. And then I spent 5 hours doing all of my mandatory trainings. It was just watching videos and answering quiz questions. There were so many I had to do, and a lot of it is stuff that I've definitely done before at different jobs, in different roles, at the same university. It's important, and I get why we have to do it. I have to do it. It's required for my job. So I marked that with a Once More with Love munchkin, with the fire flames all around the desk, because that's kind of how it felt. I was just like, I know. I feel like I just did this and that the information has not changed in years. So I know. I don't mean to complain that much. It's not that big of a deal. Like sitting on my butt watching a video is not that big of a deal. Moving on. I edited my lineup this day, so I have a laptop icon from Alicia Craft, and then I was watching more Great British Bake Off, so I just have a binge watch script from the kit and another Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then this was the evening where I was just anxious and talking with my husband about, Clover's health and how I'm worried about that and how I'm really burnt out lately. So I have a sad Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for that. It's definitely worse late at night in my feelings. Friday, I marked that week 6 of Clover's treatment was complete, so we were halfway through her second round of treatment. So that pill is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then it did rain again early in the day. So I have another weather icon from Planahana. My husband was working from home, so I have another icon from Oh Hello Co., the paper clip. And then I went to work in person and taught my classes, held my office hour, all that good stuff. So I have a teacher, Molly, from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Then I came home and had my afternoon free. So I finished printing all of the photos I wanted to print for our wedding collage. I talked about what I'm doing with that last week, so you can go back and watch that plan with me if you are confused about what I'm talking about. So I have a picture, like Polaroid picture Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for that. And then this was the day that Clover was sitting at the end of the rainbow created by the glass in our front door. So I had this spot a rainbow sticker from a Cinderella Paper like springtime list sheet. And so I layered that with another cat icon from Plannahannah. I thought that was a cute way to mark Clover being found at the end of the rainbow. I took a lot of photos, although a rainbow never really shows up, especially one that's like a reflection. It never really shows up in photos as well as it does in real life, but I thought that was really cute. And then I had cramps this day, which probably explains why I was so low-key depressed the day before, and I do not use that word lightly. Like, I was really not doing well the day before. So I'm going to mark that with a Shark Week Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then we gave Clover her 7th dose of her immunostimulant. So I have a vaccination Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Although, again, I'll emphasize that we don't give her a shot. It is a syringe that goes in her mouth. She hates that worse than a shot. Here's the thing with cats. It's actually quite easy to give them shots because they can't feel it because they got so much extra skin to protect themselves from danger. Giving them an oral medication, though, they will act like you are poisoning them because from their perspective, you are. Anyway, then I watched more Great British Bake Off at the end of the night, so I marked that with a Once More with Love pie and a binge watch script from Cinderella Paper. Saturday, I had cramps still, so I'm going to use another Shark Week Molly to mark that, and I had to take a video of Clover walking to send to her doctor, so I marked that again with another Plan With Me stickers camera, and then I was putting together my wedding reception collage. So basically, if you haven't heard this before, I took our old seating chart that we created for our wedding, and I wanted to reuse the printed, decorated piece of fancy cardboard. So I printed a bunch of reception photos, mostly candid photos, and I washi taped them onto the board this day. I have to redo it. Half of them fell off because the washi tape wasn't strong enough, so I'm going to have to do it with just a tape runner. So anyway, I marked that with an Arts and Crafts Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then my husband, like I mentioned, we had coq au vin on Monday, so we had bacon. So we don't normally buy bacon, and I don't normally like bacon. I know that's weird. People have harassed me for my whole life about not liking bacon. I think there's better breakfast meats. That's just me. And it's not like it's good for my health to eat bacon anyway, so if I'm not eating it, it's fine. But we made eggs, bacon, and toast this day. So I had a bacon strip. That is an old character from Oh Hello Co. They had like a breakfast themed kit a long, long time ago. That was really cute. I wish I could buy that again. They don't really do a whole lot of sticker kits anymore, and I don't think they have that one in shop right now. That was a really adorable kit. I'll have to go back and look in probably my 2017 or 2018 planner for that one. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I did decorate our living room, and I marked that with a plant Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because I did my baby's first gallery wall above our TV. It's like 4 items, but I realized I had all of these like botanical plant themed things that could go on the wall, so I tried my best to arrange them above our television in like a gallery wall style. Yeah, I think I did okay. But yeah, that felt good to put up stuff in the living room. And then we have this rug cleaning tool. It's just like a fancy like comb, and I used that on our rugs in the living room. So I marked it with a vacuum icon, but I wasn't vacuuming. I was just like, you literally like scrape the rug, and it's really satisfying, especially if you have pets, because oh my goodness, my older cat especially sheds a lot because she's a medium hair cat. I got so much fur out of the rugs, which is disgusting, but also very satisfying. But then Clover really loves to eat dust bunnies lately, and so she kept chasing after the giant dust bunny I was creating by scraping the rug, and I kept having to shoo her away and be like, no, you can't eat that. And she's like, but it's the biggest dust bunny that ever lived, I want it. And I'm like, you can't. Meanwhile, Evie was just like sitting there judging me. and Clover, because that's what she does. And I'm like, you're the one who put all the fur in the rug, lady. Why are you judging me for scraping it out? Anyway, then I binge watched a bunch of YouTube that evening, so marked that. And then I was just feeling really good this evening, so I marked that with a feeling good script from Carly Plans, because I felt a lot better this day after decorating my house. Sunday, I marked that it was 1 week until Clover's birthday with a birthday party Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I did more laundry for some reason that I don't remember why. I usually only do laundry once a week, but there's a few weeks in here where I was doing it twice a week. Don't remember why. And then I was filling out my Where Did My Money Go worksheets for January through March. I have the Budget Moms workbook, and I haven't been filling out those worksheets at the end of each month. And I was watching one of her most recent videos where she was explaining her process, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. I should do that. And it was good to compare like how much we spent on one category versus another month to month. So it was good to look at that for the first quarter of the year. Then I voiced over a plan with me, so I have a Plan a Hannah icon for that. And then I was just watching more YouTube at the end of the day, so I have an Itty Bitty Sticker Co. like pillow for Molly and another binge watch script from Cinderella Paper. My husband made matcha cookies this evening, so I have another Molly for that. They were very good. I enjoyed them a lot. I like matcha though. And then I slept in the office again with Clover to keep her company. I could not for the life of me sleep this evening though, so I put in a Beneva Creations Exhausted Dinosaur for that. I don't really remember why I couldn't sleep. I make a lot of hot chocolate in the cooler months, and I think sometimes I make it too late in the evening and then it just totally throws off my sleep schedule. I also might have drank coffee too late in the day. Like if I drink coffee after 3, because I just want to taste coffee and because I really like the taste of coffee, I will not go to sleep that night. Like I will not go to sleep until like 2, 3 a.m., which does not work with my life schedule currently. So sometimes I really screw myself up with beverages and I can't go to sleep. So now I'm just putting in these floating overlays from Alicia Craft. I've been preferring these a lot more to these square box overlays because then you can just put them wherever. These are in gold. I don't know that these added a whole lot to the spread, but I don't know. I wanted to use them because this was like a book cafe themed kit and had florals in it and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if I placed them very well, but here is what's left of the kit. And then we'll take a look at the final results of the spread once I write everything in. I wanted to mention, because I am left-handed, and I know this can be a struggle point for a lot of left-handers, I wrote this in a comment to Britannia, but I tend to write, I start at the bottom of Sunday when I write in the whole week, memory keeping style, and then I just go up the day. So I complete all of Sunday backwards, and then I go over to the next day, and that helps me with the classic left-hander problem of smudging ink when you're writing. Obviously, that doesn't work when you're just like writing something normal, but in your memory keeping planner, if you have to write things in, start on the right-hand side and go left from there. Okay. I know a lot of people are not even writing in their memory keeping planners anymore, but I am. So if you're like me, there you go. All right, that's the week. Have a great week. Bye.